What's good? What's going on, everybody? Yeah, I'm back again, just chilling. First, I just want to thank you guys for watching. Continue to like, subscribe, share my videos. I really appreciate it. It goes a long way. I also wanted to tell you guys I started my own school group. If you go to school.com and put in Raw Game, RAWGAME, you'll find that I started my own community. And in that community, everybody will be able to share our wins, we'll be able to share our losses, and we'll just be able to share information to help one another grow and develop as well. And I'll also be doing live videos. I'll be bringing on some people who specializes in real estate, Amazon, and other things that you may be interested in. But I'm not a financial or legal advisor either. This information is just based off of solely my own opinion, how I feel about things, my own research, things that I have heard my mentors say and other people, just research I've done pretty much on my own. So I've been talking about credit repair, credit rebuilding, just credit overall. That's what this channel is pretty much about, is credit. I'm going to talk about collections. When you're disputing stuff and you're trying to get that better credit score and you're trying to get things off your credit report that you simply may have made a mistakes on, these are some things that you could do. Now, if you're in collections, collections usually stay on your credit report for about 7 years. And they usually don't put a collection on your report till about 150 days if you're 150 days late. And basically what they've done is they write off the debt. They write off the debt and they sell it to a third-party collection agency for pennies on the dollar. And that's usually happens when you keep getting these calls that get on your nerves. Somebody constantly calling you, threatening you, saying if you don't pay this or you don't pay that. That's what usually happens, is when you owe somebody and they pretty much feel like they're not going to get their money from you. So they sell it to somebody and those people harass you and get on your nerves. But what you want to do is you want to try to dispute it though. You try to dispute it, you want to see if there's any errors or any inaccuracies on that the debt that you owe. Now they got 30 days to respond. Now if you think it's an error on there, you can ask the collectors, to remove it. You can ask them people that you owe, okay, I want you to validate the debt. Prove that it's me. So the responsibility is on them to prove that you owe the money and prove that you were late or anything that they're saying that you did. They got to prove that you did this. And if they can't prove it, man, it should usually get off your credit report because they got 30 days to respond. It should end up going off your credit report in 30 days, and chances is they'll dispute it if it was an error. Now, sometimes I have heard different things of it coming off and then it popping back up. So beware of that. So you might have to dispute it multiple times. Now, another thing you want to do, second thing, is you want to negotiate. You could negotiate to pay it off, but an agreement for them to remove it. Now, you could tell them, man, I'm going to pay off this debt, but if I pay it off, you guys got to remove this. But when you're doing that, it's kind of a gray area because it's like you're not technically, but it's like you're admitting that the debt does belong to you and it's yours. And technically it should report to the credit agency as is. But in a lot of instances, they just want their money and they will agree to take it off your credit report if you just pay them their money. So a lot of times they'll be like, man, something better than nothing. Just go ahead and give me this and they'll take it off. Now, the third thing you can do is what I just kind of said, but this is in a different way. I'm going to give you an example so you can kind of understand it, how it works. You can negotiate to pay that debt off, but sometimes when you owe a debtor or somebody that you owe or the person that you owe, they sell that debt to a collection agency. So for instance, if you owe $10,000 and they feel like they might not get their money, so they write it off. So what they'll do is they'll sell it to a collection agency for $1,000. So that collection agency, them are the people that hound you. So you can agree to pay the collection agency $1,500 or $2,000. Now, if they sold it to them for $1,000, then they're making a profit. If you paid $1,500, they will make a $500 profit. If you paid $2,000, they made $1,000 profit. So that's another way that you could do things. Another thing you could do is just pay off the debt. Now, if you agree to pay off the debt, like I said, you're agreeing that it belongs to you. This is not gonna increase your credit score. It's gonna stay on there for about 7 years, and there's nothing you could do about it. Oh, but hold on, there is something you could do about it. Now, just think about this. If you was to pay it off, and you already know it's gonna stay on your credit report for 7 years, what you wanna do is after you pay it off, check this out. After you pay that debt off, get up and close and personal, you could dispute it with the 3 credit bureaus. And then when you dispute it with the 3 credit bureaus, basically what's gonna happen is they're gonna contact the debt agency, and they got 30 days to respond again, like I said, that the debt belongs to you. But because you paid it off, they won't even respond because they might feel like they're not even finna waste their time and they already got their money. So that's a great, great strategy. And I'm not saying this is gonna happen or this will happen all the time, but it's just something to put on your mind and something to think about. And then that'll come off your credit report within 30 days because they got 30 days to prove it. But at the same time, do your own research before you pay off any debt collection. So I don't want to tell you guys anything wrong. I don't want you guys just going and paying off debt collections and it puts you in a bad space or it ends up staying on your credit for 7 years. But just try to use these methods. These are some methods that you can use to try to better your credit and get a better credit score, and you'll be able to get funding if you have some of this stuff, if you get some of this stuff off. So, I mean, I would say implement this. Let me know in the comments, leave comments as well if you use this strategy or you have already used this strategy before, if it worked and what happened. That would be great, and I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, Raw Game.